Hello and welcome to 5-Year Club video number 175. Alexa, turn off the reading light.
Okay.
Yes, that's called the reading light, and it gives me a weird glowing back of the head if it stays on. Today we're going to talk a little bit about HELOCs, about what's been going on with HELOCs recently. Though mortgage originations were down overall in the first quarter, home equity lines of credit, that's HELOC, spiked on higher home prices, according to ATTOM Data Solutions. Over 1.8 million loans secured by residential property were originated in the first quarter, a decline of 3% from a year ago and 5% from the previous quarter. HELOC origination volumes shot up 18% from just a quarter ago and 14% from the same period last year. So in other words, of all loans secured by property, so that would be mortgages and HELOCs, the overall picture is down. However, as a percentage of that pie, HELOCs have increased substantially, and they've increased by 18%. And I'm not going to subscribe to this website. I can find other websites that say exactly the same thing because multiple people covered this ATTOM Data Solutions report. But the bottom line is that HELOCs are up, right? People who already own a home are taking out lines of credit. Now, in other videos, I have discussed that the savings rate is down right now. And I've also discussed that the stock market, according to the Shiller PE ratio, is, at highs. So it's not like it's a genius idea right now to pull money out of your home and stick it into the stock market. Consumer spending is up. I've covered that also. So for sure, these people are taking out their home equity line of credit money and then spending it on some crap. That's what's happening. We have an article like this. Is it time to harvest your home equity? TransUnion anticipates 10 million homeowners will open a home equity line of credit between this year and 2022, up from the 4.8 million HELOCs opened between 2012 and 2016. So that's a 4-year period, right? 4.8 million in this 4-year period. And now they're saying it's going to be double between 2018 and 2022, which would be another 4-year period. Homeowners might be feeling richer lately, and it's not necessarily because the recent tax cut has left more dollars in their paychecks. Rising home values are creating record levels of home equity. Recent data from the Federal Reserve shows that American homeowners have an estimated $14.4 trillion in equity, an amount that grew by nearly $1 trillion last year. People have more home equity now than they did at the height of the housing bubble, partly because of climbing prices and partly because people are staying in their homes longer, which gives them more time to appreciate, says Joe Melman, a spokesman at the consumer credit reporting agency TransUnion. At the same time, we haven't seen people borrowing as much from their home equity as they did in the past. Equity, which is the difference between your home's value and your mortgage balance, accumulates from paying down your loan and from the increase in home price. I think this is interesting because the title is it time to harvest your home equity? And apparently for readers of this article, they need to describe even what home equity is. The reader may not know what home equity is. That's kind of scary. Since May 2012, prices measured by the Standard & Poor's Case-Shiller National Index have increased annually by an average of 6%. The last time home prices rose dramatically, creating an abundance of equity, many homeowners overborrowed up to 100% of their home equity in some cases. When home values dramatically dropped during the housing crisis, owners who needed to sell their homes had to bring money to settlement because their mortgage balances exceeded their home value. That's that's being upside down. That's when you're stuck in your home because you owe more on it than it is worth. And blah, blah, blah. I don't think I actually need to finish reading this article. Here is what kills me about this article. Is it time to harvest your home equity? Well, what does the word harvest mean? It means that you have grown something and it's time to reap the benefits of it. When you take out a HELOC, all right, these HELOCs typically have higher interest rates than the home mortgage interest rates, right? So if you refinanced in, say, like 2015 or whatever, you got a really good interest rate. And the HELOC is going to be worse. You're taking this money out of home equity, and you got that home equity one of two ways. You either paid down your mortgage, or people bid up home prices in your area, and so your home is worth more now. That's how you get equity. You're borrowing against that. So basically what you're doing is you're just taking out a loan against your home at a worse interest rate than the loan that's already against your home. You're not harvesting anything. You're just getting more of a mortgage at a shittier rate. That's it. You're taking out debt at a worse rate than your mortgage. Is it time to borrow money at a higher interest rate than your mortgage? No. Hell no, not right now. Now, as I've said before, it is time to save money. The economy is doing really well. Unemployment is really low. It's time to make all the money you can, save all the money that you can, so that when the economic cycle hits its next downturn, you are in a good position to take advantage of all of the investment opportunities that are going to go on discount. And you're going to be in a strong earning position. So, yeah, it is definitely not time to harvest any home equity. It's not time to take out a loan. And I really wish that people would stop seeing these headlines in the news, because most people are not actually going to read this article. 80% of the people, 90% of the people are just going to skim this first section that's going to tell them that they can cash out on their home and harvest the money. And I'm sure that all the HELOC loan officers are going to encourage that. And it's going to get these people in exactly the same place that people ended up in the 2008 housing crisis, which is shit up a creek. All right, that's it for 5-Year Club video number 175. Hope you enjoyed it. Avoid HELOCs, save that money, and have a fabulous evening.